Hi, in this first of a series of videos on using filters in Chisimba, I'm going to introduce you to using filters to show external content in Cool 3, which is our e-learning application, and any other Chisimba based application that you want to use. Now, most of the content modules in Chisimba, including the CMS module, the blog module, the discussion forum, the wiki, the internal email, all of them use an approach to displaying content that allows for the simple embedding, inclusion of external content, or parsing of text using special tags. These special tags you could use, for example, in the Wiki module, and you could use the Wiki module as an interface to maintain the content of a blog. This is sometimes called the bliki. They're filters that allow you to use content such as this content that I'm presenting to you now in a page. So let's have a look first of all at a couple of the different kinds of filters that you find in Chisimba, and then we'll finish up with part 1 just to keep within the YouTube 10-minute limit. And then we'll have part 2 where we'll look at a couple of different filters, and then we'll have a series of practical videos where I show you how to use those filters in your content. So let's get going. So filters are simple ways to include external content in any Chisimba or Cool 3 content page. They provide a markup. Markup is like HTML, you know, it's just like simple things that you can use to include external content. But the filters are much simpler than HTML because there's only a few of them. There are really 3 kinds of filters in Chisimba. There's a BBCode style filters, there's Wordpress style filters, and there are Chisimba style filters. And there's an additional one which I'll talk about in a minute that isn't really covered by any of these, and that's the Chikis or Chisimba wiki-like codes. But we'll come back to Chikis in part 2 when we talk about Chisimba filters. So SlideShare, for example, is a place that allows you to upload presentations, and you can include a SlideShare presentation in Chisimba by using a very simple filter. BBCode style filters comes from the old days of bulletin boards, and bulletin boards had codes which basically were lightweight markup language insertions that could be used to format posts in message boards. For example, you could make something bold by using square bracket B, close square bracket, and typing something, and then typing square bracket slash close square B, and then close square bracket. So those are really simple codes to use. So the BBCode style tags have a start and an end tag that's similar to HTML, but is delimited by square brackets as opposed to angle brackets or the less than and greater than sign that delimits HTML. So you could have a tag, an opening tag, and a closing tag, for example, with square brackets surrounding them. So these tags begin with the name of the tag, all in uppercase, inside the square brackets, and then there's usually some text in between them. And the action of the codes is to do something to the text in between them. So let's take a simple example. Let's say that you have been bookmarking all of your favorite websites on the social bookmarking service Delicious. Then you could use the del tags BBCode style filter to insert your Delicious tags or the Delicious tags of any user for that matter who allows their tags to be shared publicly. And the format of this is simply square bracket, del tags, close square bracket, the username of the Delicious user, and then to close the tag you open a square bracket again, slash del tags, and close the square bracket. Very simple. I think anyone could learn to do this. So if I then do that, it will insert, and if I replace the username here with my own name, in my case it's D Keats, it will insert my Delicious tags as shown in the little block that you can't read below, but you can get a sense that there's some tags there. So it's a very simple way to insert fairly rich content into any Chisimba based page, pretty much. WordPress filters are actually filters that are used where a content site provides them for use in blogging and other sites running the WordPress blogging platform. Now, we don't support all WordPress tags because many of them are actually specifically related to WordPress. But SlideShare, the online presentation sharing service, the social networking service that is sort of like the YouTube of presentations, produces a WordPress style filter, which you can simply take and copy from the SlideShare page when you're viewing a presentation, and then you can just paste it into the Chisimba page and save it, and presto, you've got a SlideShare presentation embedded in your page. What is SlideShare? SlideShare is a free service for sharing presentations and slideshows on the web in a kind of social networking interface, as I said. Its website is www.slideshare.net, and I have quite a lot of presentations on there, including some with sound. SlideShare supports several different types of presenting programs that can be used to create content, including PowerPoint, OpenOffice, Keynote, and PDF files. So it's a good way to get some rich content, and there are thousands, in fact perhaps hundreds of thousands of presentations on there already on all kinds of subjects, almost anything that you can imagine. So it's a good source of content to quickly get something into a page. And just like Chisimba's own presentation sharing module, webpresent, of course you've got to have a Flash plugin in your browser in order to see the presentations. So this is the end of the first part of this tutorial on filters. In the second part, we're going to look at Chisimba style filters in quite some detail, and then we'll move on to some actual practical examples. Thanks and enjoy, and of course, as ever, this presentation was made entirely using free software. You can use it, you can do whatever you want with it. It's licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike license.